Good morning and welcome to our lesson for today. This is 5.3, Solving Multi-Step Inequalities. The most important thing to remember when solving a multi-step inequality is it is just like solving a multi-step equation. When we solve a multi-step equation, we had a little jingle. Variables to the left, numbers to the right. Stand up, sit down, fight, team, fight. Go Lions. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to get the variables to the left, the numbers to the right. Then you undo any addition or subtraction. And last but not least, you undo multiplication or division. Please remember cardinal rule when solving an inequality. If you multiply or divide both sides of an inequality by a negative number, you must remember to reverse the inequality symbol. And when I taught that, when you guys, before Thanksgiving break, I reminded you what to do, and I told you to circle that inequality symbol. To circle that inequality symbol. So here we go. Let's get started, and let's look at our first example. As always, I am going to work it with you. For those of you that were not here on Friday, I did not teach a lesson. I did teach a lesson on Thursday. Everything was recorded. Please feel free to listen to it. So example number 1 is in your notes. Except my 5.3 looks different. Let's see. Let's do the one. 3a minus 15 is greater than 4 plus 5a? Yes? Okay. Example number 1. 3a minus 15 is greater than 4 plus 5a. This is your original inequality. Okay? Step number 2. Let's get the variables to the left. So I'm going to subtract 5a from each side. And I now get negative 2a minus 15 is greater than 4. Yes? Step number 3. Get numbers to the right. So we're going to add 15 to each side. I know it's in front of you, but I like to work it out. Add 15 to each side. Next step. Negative 2a is greater than 19. So we are going to divide each side by negative 2. And when we divide by a negative number, I go ahead and circle my original inequality symbol. When you multiply or divide both sides of an inequality by a negative number, you must remember to reverse the inequality symbol. Divide each side by negative 2. Reverse inequality symbol. And your final answer here would be a is less than negative 19 over 2, or a is less than, God bless you, negative 9.5 or negative 9.5. Questions? Anybody have a question? Yes? I said either. That's why it says or. Both of them are correct answers. I'll accept either one, Joseph. Anybody else have a question? Okay, example number 2. Somebody tell me what example 2 says in your notes, because my example, for some reason, what is it?
3a minus 2 open parentheses 6a minus
Wait, 3a minus 2
open parentheses 6a minus 4 close parentheses.
That can't be right. I'm so sorry. Just give me a minute. I don't understand why. Okay. 3a minus 2, parentheses, 6a minus 4, no a, correct? Is that what you were trying to tell me?
Yeah.
Okay. Parentheses. Okay, hold on. Greater than 4 minus parentheses 4a plus 6. Okay, in this particular problem, you need to remember to distribute the negative. Okay? So you need to remember to distribute the negative with the parentheses. So it's going to look like this, guys. So this is what we're going to do right here. So this is going to become 3a. A negative 2 times 6a is a negative 12a. A negative 2 times a negative 4 is a positive 8. Is everyone with me? Yes? Is greater than 4. Now there's a minus sign in front of this parentheses, so we have to distribute that. Minus 4a minus 6. Okay? Does anybody have a question on what I did there? Distribute negative signs. Okay, so now we are ready to go. We're going to add like terms. 3a minus 12a is a negative 9a plus 8 is greater than 4 minus 6 is a negative 2 minus 4a. Is everyone with me? Yes? Is that correct? Yes? Okay. Variables to the left. Add 4a to each side. And you get negative 5a plus 8 is greater than negative 2. And now we want to get numbers to the right. So we subtract 8 from each side. And we get negative 5a is greater than negative 10. What's the next step? Who knows? Thank you. Circle the inequality and divide each side by negative 5. And so your answer will become A is less than 2. Are you with me? Question?
How do we know when to flip the sign?
Okay, you only flip the inequality symbol if you multiply or divide both sides of an inequality by a negative number. So to make it easy, if there is a negative number in front of the variable, only in front of the variable, that's when you know you have to flip the inequality symbol. Does that help?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, let me do 2 other problems with you, okay? Let me do 2 other problems with you. I'm not sure if they are in here or not, but I want to cover them. So, okay. So let's go ahead and look at this problem right here. Let's look one step at a time. So this is an example where you're going to get an empty set or a no solution for an answer. An empty set or a no solution for an answer. This is not in your notes, so you need to add it in. Okay, 9t minus 5 parentheses t minus 5 is less than or equal to 4 parentheses t minus 3. So I'm going to erase it all, not to frustrate you, but I want you to see it. I'll do it in another color for you guys, okay? And then we'll work it step by step. Is everyone with me? Yes? So the first thing we're going to do is use the distributive property. So this becomes 9t minus 5t plus 25 is less than or equal to distributive property. 4 times t is 4t minus 4 times 3 is 12. Is everyone with me? Hello? The next thing we're going to do is combine like terms. 9t minus 5t is 4t plus 25 is less than or equal to 4t minus 12. The next step, variables to the left. Subtract 4t from each side, and you're left with 25 is less than or equal to negative 12. Now, when you get to a bottom line and the variable is no longer there, and you're left with an inequality with numbers on each side, look at the inequality and use common sense. Is 25 equal to negative 12? Yes or no? Is 25 less than negative 12? This is a false statement. When we did multi-step equations way back in chapter 3, when you got a false statement, your answer was always empty set or no solution. Are you with me? Does anyone have a question? Okay, last example. Yes, I'm so sorry.
What if it was 25 is greater than -8?
Then it would be true and it would be all solutions. So that's the next one we're going to do. All solutions or all real numbers. Okay, so the original inequality looks like this. And I'm just going to erase a few things so I can work it for you because I like you to see it step by step. So let me get rid of my arrows and all of this mess. And here we go. So my original inequality is 3 parentheses 4m plus 6 is less than or equal to 42 plus 6 parentheses 2m minus 4. So that is my original inequality. Step number 2, distributive property and add like terms. So I have 3 times 4m is 12m plus 3 times 6 is 18 is less than or equal to 42 plus 6 times 2 is 12m minus 24. Is everyone with me? Yes? Okay. So now I'm going to add like terms on the right. 12m plus 18 is less than or equal to, what's 42 minus 24, guys? Is less than or equal to 12m plus 18. Now, some of you may see it there that you have identical twins or the same exact thing on both sides of the inequality, which means your answer would be all solutions. If you don't see it, then you are going to subtract 12m from each side, and you're going to get 18 is less than or equal to 18, which is a true statement. When your statement is true, your answer is all real numbers or all solutions. Does anyone have a question? Are you sure? Okay. And then the last thing I want to do with you is one word problem. One word problem. So let me just pick one to do. -3 times a number plus 4 is no more than the number minus 8. So those of you who weren't here Thursday or Friday, you need to go make sure you look in 5.1. There was a chart which gave you the inequality symbols, less than, greater than, less than, equal to, greater than, equal to, and the different phrases and what they mean. So step number 1 is writing the correct inequality. So -3 times a number plus 4 is no more than, so which symbol am I going to use? Less than, equal to, or greater than, equal to? Less than, equal to the number minus 8. So there's your inequality. So there are two answers. There are two answers. write the inequality, and then the next one is solve it. Are y'all with me? Can we all solve it from there? Yes? Subtract n from each side. Add 8 to each side. And you get negative 2n is less than... Okay, I'm sorry. Subtract 4 from each side. Yes? Okay, I apologize. Subtract 4 from each side, and you get negative 2n is less than or equal to negative 12. Is that correct? Okay, give me a minute. I'm so sorry. Let's try it again, Mrs. Urso. Sorry for those that are listening. I will clear this up. I'm just going to start the whole problem over again. I do not want to confuse anyone. So here we go. Here we go. Negative 3n times a number plus 4 is no more than n minus 8. Subtract n from each side. Yes? Subtract 4 from each side. And the correct answer should be negative 4n is less than or equal to negative 12. Are you with me now? Yes? Now we're going to divide each side. Thank you for being patient with me and allowing me to find my mistake. Divide each side by negative 4. Change the inequality symbol. And you get n is greater than or equal to 3. Are you with me? Yes? Your homework this evening is 5.3 skills practice 3 through 20 all. So let me just take a minute over here. If you want to get ambitious, you can start the test review, and I'll tell you what the test review is in a minute. 5.3 skills practice 3 through 20 all. The test review we're going to work on tomorrow in class. If you want to get a head start, you can. It's practice 5.1, 5 through 14. This is all in your notes. The practice pages are there. Are you with me? Okay? Is this test review due tomorrow? No. This is due Tuesday. Okay.